Good afternoon. It is 2:50, Wednesday, October 18th. People, I don't even know where to begin. So much to talk about. Stock market is in melt-up mode right now. Dow Jones Industrial Average clearly over 23,000. Last time I looked, it's up 160 points, 23,155. Clearly melt-up mode here. No stopping this. I said this time it's different, and it is, and it has already been different. Okay, what have I been saying for the last 6 years? The mentality is, who needs gold? We have stocks, and that's how it's going to continue until it doesn't. Okay. Want to read a quick article. Gold slips as dollar firms on speculation over Fed chief. Now, yesterday there was an article about how they were speculating that John Taylor was going to be the next Fed chief. And he's the guy that did the Taylor rule, and he's a so-called hawk. So that was the excuse for gold going down, that Trump was going to go with John Taylor. 24 hours later, gold fell for the third straight session on Wednesday on pressure from a firmer dollar amid speculation that the next Fed chair of the U.S. Federal Reserve could be a policy hawk. Again, well, here's another hawk. But is it John Taylor again? Are they just regurgitating the same article? Interest rate hikes had not been fully priced in for next year. That has changed massively following speculation that Fed Governor Jerome Powell might become the next chairman. Now it's Jerome Powell. He's the other hawk, okay? All of a sudden we have a flock of hawks at the Fed. We got John Taylor. Yesterday he was the guy, John Taylor. Okay? He's the one Trump's going to pick. And what did I say? What did I say? He's got many candidates, okay? He hasn't even spoke to them yet. Okay, including Janet Yellen, okay, all right, and whoever he picks is going to have to go along with what he wants them to do anyway, okay? Now it's 24 hours later, and now the new guy is Jerome Powell, okay? Now he's the guy of the day, right? Speculation that Fed Governor Jerome Powell might become the next chairman, okay? This is so absurd. Jerome Powell will likely be the next Federal Reserve chairman, according to a slim majority of economists in a Reuters poll, though most of them said that incumbent Janet Yellen would be the best option. This passes for news, people. The only thing that matters at this point is the stock market. If anything is going to derail the stock market, okay, they're not going to go for that. So if it has to be Yellen again, okay, keep interest rates low, that's what they're going to do. It doesn't matter who they put in there. There's mathematics involved. It's not like one person has a preference to lower the rates and one person has a preference to raise. It's not about preference anymore. You read articles, well, he's in favor of higher rates and she's in favor of lower rates. It doesn't matter. There's a mathematical $20 trillion debt now, okay? It doesn't matter what their preference is. They've boxed themselves in. It's game, set, and match. You have to understand that, okay? So this is nonsense. Just last week I said, aren't we going to start seeing the hit pieces for gold one after the other? Aren't they going to come out, these hit pieces? Goldman Sachs came out with their projection, right? Gold going down, blah, blah, blah. I said, one after the other, there was these hit pieces, right? Go back. It was last week. This trader says, gold won't protect you in a stock market crash. Go back and listen. More and more hit pieces, right? So that's that. Then there's this Munchkin guy, right? He goes to Fort Knox. He says the gold is safe. What does that mean? It's safe. It's safe. Our gold is safe. You don't have to worry. It's safe. Why make that comment? Nothing is made off the cuff. Everything is calculated for effect. Our gold is safe. Doesn't say how much gold is there, just that it's safe. Okay? Then he comes out and says, the stock market is dependent upon this tax cut. Without this tax cut, stocks will crash. Why say that? Why make that? Why say that? You got to watch you have to parse everything these people say. So, but that's not really what I wanted to talk about. People, I got a question last night from a listener. It was a good question. Talking about, the seasonality of gold, November, December, how it seems to go down during that period. And I've noticed that hasn't always been the case. You used to think about, the jewelers stocking up for Christmas and so on, so things can change. But what's much, much more important, people, I believe, is you really, really need to have a good game plan at this point. I think we're at the point here where things are just getting so bizarre. If somebody, and I heard today, two things. I told you, I like to listen to other YouTube videos. I like to get a sense of what's going on. I like to read the comments, okay, because sentiment is very important, as I said, okay. One guy he's still an advocate for gold, still, I'm not, proponent, saying how, basically gold is money, and, if you had a bag, he's never saw somebody with a bag of gold coins being dirt poor, okay? And, I can agree with that. But that's not what it's about. Oh, you can't lose your money if you have gold. It's money. You don't lose it. You can get priced out, okay? It's not about what the price of gold is. It's about what it can buy, the purchasing power, okay? That's what it's about. Doesn't matter what the price is, okay? What can I buy? You walk around New York City. Go to some of the boroughs in New York City. Go to Brooklyn, okay? You can't touch the real estate anymore. You've been priced out, okay? If you have a large position, let's say your main position is gold, physical gold even, okay? There's no difference between paper and physical. That's another, they have to stop that also, okay? Oh, you got to hold the physical. You got to hold the physical. When you go to sell your physical gold, you're going to get the paper price, okay? So who are they kidding? So you've had gold all these years, okay? You can't touch that real estate now. You're essentially poorer, okay? It hasn't served you well, okay? Go to Brooklyn. Look at the price of brownstones, $3 million, $4 million, $5 million, okay? If you backed the wrong horse, gold, these last 6 years, you are essentially priced out of that market now, okay? So don't tell me it's always going to preserve its purchasing power and it's a form of savings, okay? The proof is in the pudding, all right? It's right there for anyone to see. So this is important, okay? Your money is important. Nobody cares about your money more than you do, all right? Again, I'm not saying don't buy gold. I'm not here to give recommendations, but you got to think 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead. You can't be playing checkers. You got to play chess, okay? Another guy is going around giddy, all right, and how, again, oh, gold's on sale again. I said it would be what did I say? Gold is on sale every day, okay? And how this is a long-term investment. Don't think of a year or two. Think 6, 7 years. I've been in gold. Listen to me. I've been in gold 18 years. That's long-term, okay? That's long-term, 18 years, okay? it did not serve me well after 18 years. Think about that. All right. So if this guy is going around saying, well, this is a long-term investment, you got to wait 7 years. I got to say to myself, when did he get in? Okay. Because I've been in 18 years. When did he get in? Okay. B, there's no guarantee after 7 years, okay, it's going to be any different than it is now. Okay. I've been in it 18 years. Okay, I backed the wrong horse. I backed the wrong horse. Okay, it's just a fact. Okay, so you got to think about this. Okay, what is your time frame? You want to buy gold. You're interested in buying gold. Okay, yeah, I've heard some things. I see it on TV all the time, these commercials. Yeah, maybe I'll buy some gold. Okay, what's the next step? How long are you going to hold on to it? How long are you going to give it? A year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? Your investment lifespan is only so let's call it your early 20s to your mid 50s. What are we talking about here? 20, 30 years? You're going to hold dead money for 10 years? Okay? And that opportunity cost? Just think about these things. Okay? These guys just shooting from the hip. Oh, just keep stacking, just keep stacking. For how long? For how long? Just keep stacking. And what guarantee is it going to change? Oh, it's insurance. No, it's not. I said that yesterday. It's not insurance against anything. You want insurance? Call up Allstate. Call up Geico. Okay? Don't assume gold's going to be insurance, because there's going to come a time you're going to have to part with your gold, and you don't know what price it's going to be. I said it yesterday. You buy gold at 1900, you got to sell it today. You took a big haircut. That's not insurance. Okay? This is nonsense. It's getting serious. Things are happening. There's this guy. I guess I could mention it. He's got a YouTube video. His name is Andy Hoffman. Okay? Andy Hoffman. And I listened to his video, and he said that basically, talking about Bitcoin, 99% now have something, for them, meaning Bitcoin, meaning the 99% against, I guess, the 1% of the elites, Now the 99% have something, fighting for them, and they'll fight for it, meaning Bitcoin. Okay? Think about that. Throughout the entire history of life on this planet, there's basically been the rich, the middle, and the poor. Can you give me a time when everybody was all rich, or all middle, or all poor? Okay? There's the middle class, the upper class, the lower class, right? Has there ever been a time when it's not like that throughout the whole globe? Right? You got the rich, the middle, and the poor. Right? Jesus said in the Bible, the poor you will always have with you. Right? I remember that. Right? The poor you will always have with you. I'm not talking about the price of Bitcoin right now. Whether it's going to crash, whether it's going to go to $1 million like I was seeing it in an ad today. For $20, you can make a massive fortune in Bitcoin. Just on a side note, that sounds like the bubble to me. That's what you always see at the end of the bubble. No matter what it is. Real estate, you could make a fortune flipping houses. Okay, boy, you can make a fortune. Just buy gold and silver. Okay? For $20, you can make a massive fortune in Bitcoin. It's all the same. There's nothing new under the sun here. Okay? So, whatever the asset is, Bitcoin, gold, I don't care what it is. If it's in the hands of the 99%, is that really going to make the 99% rich? Is that how things work? Is that going to make the 99% middle class? Everybody's middle class now? Is that how things work? Based on your own observation and experience, is that how things work? Or is it the Ponzi scheme that everybody that gets in at the beginning make all the money and then somebody else is left holding the bag? All of a sudden, 99% of the people in this world, woo, we all got Bitcoin, we're all doing great. It doesn't make any sense. Then he said he used to think, of his wealth in terms of ounces of gold. And a lot of people think of their wealth in terms of ounces of gold. But even now, he's starting to think of his wealth in terms of how many Bitcoins he owns. That is a remarkable statement. You can think of your wealth in terms of how many Bitcoins you own. Wow, think about that. Really think about that. So you have this digital thing out there in the Ethernet, okay, that you can't hold, that you can't protect, that you can't even see. And that's how you're going to think of your wealth? Wow, that's staggering. Oh, let me check my electronic wallet today. Oh, password denied. What? Locked out? Well, let me try again. No, I don't want to try 3 times. Whoa, who do I can't access my wallet. Who can help me? I can't get to my Bitcoins. Locked out. Your account's been disabled. Can't happen. When the 99% are rushing into something, that's pretty scary. That's usually the end, okay? Because they're going to get fleeced, okay? So everyone trumping up Bitcoin now. It's just a new flavor. It's just a new flavor of the month, okay? I told you, if there's a one world currency, it's going to have to be digital. It's going to have to be digital. It's not going to be paper. You can't have paper all over the place. Logistically speaking, it just doesn't work. It's got to be a digital currency, okay, that is global, okay, that everyone could have access to and then be locked out of, okay? Think about these things. So this isn't necessarily a good thing, okay? So with that said, I know this video has been a little long. As far as gold, nothing much today. Down $3. We'll have to see now as the dollar continues to strengthen. That was another thing. Everybody was on the same side. Oh, this is it. The dollar's crashing. Dollar's going down. But nope. Told you these markets can turn around on a dime. So we have to see how this all plays out now. In spite of the fact that stocks are going bonkers here, I mean, gold's it's doing okay today. In the scheme of things, it was a disaster. Okay, so when I say it's doing okay, it's like that old joke I told you. The guy, he's a horse player, right? And he lost his wife, he lost his family, he lost his home, he lost his business, he lost everything. Okay, years of playing the horses, years, he lost it all. And he's at the racetrack, and it's the 7th race. And his old racing buddy comes up to him and asks him, how's he doing? I'm about even, okay? It's like that. Keep things in perspective. Anyway, I hope this video was a help. Beautiful day out there. Looking forward to the Yankee game today. Game 5. Okay? They were down 2-0. And just like I said with Cleveland, everybody's hype. It's just, I'm not, when I say this, I'm talking about the markets too. Because this is how it works. This is human nature. I told you the only things that matter is value and edge. You need value and edge. Okay? So everybody was like, these Houston team, Altuve. That's all you heard for 2 days. Altuve. What is this guy? Superman. Altuve. They're doing fantastic. This team is the next. They're better than sliced bread. The Astro. They got everything. They got all. They got Altuve. They won 2-1 in game 1 because everything went their way, and they won 2-1. In game 2, because everything went their way. It had to line up perfectly. It all had to go their way to squeak out a 2-1 and a 2-1 win. And everybody was like, wow. And I said, when they come back to New York, okay, I said the Yankees, they're going to have their day. And that's what happened in game 3, and it's what happened in game. It's value there. Okay? It's just like these markets. Okay? For everything has to fall into place for this stock market to continue to go higher. Okay? Value and edge. Please look for value and look for edge. Ciao, people.